Today I'll make a Bavarian soup for winter, and it's a clear beef soup with some Bavarian specialties, which is kind of like a small pancake. It's called Schinkenschöberl. If you are in Bavaria, please let me know if I pronounce it correctly. It took a while to cook the soup, but the pancakes are quick and easy. You can cook this and put it in the freezer for about 3 months, and when you want to have the soup, you can just take it out and put in the soup when you cook it. So hopefully you enjoy it.
It's Schinkenschöberl, by the way.
Schinkenschöberl?
Schöberl.
Schinkenschöberl. For our beef stock, we will need some veggies. So celery roots, some leeks, about 1 leek. Carrots, if you have big carrot, just need 1. If you have small ones like mine, just take 2 to 3. And a bunch of parsley, onion, and cut to half. These are the ingredients usually used to cook vegetable stock. For our beef stock, firstly we're going to caramelize our onions. And if you have a really brand new and clean stove, you can also just caramelize your onions on top of the stove, or like mine, just use a flat pan to caramelize, and just put this side where you cut it to half on the bottom, and we're just going to heat this up first. Now we can start cooking our beef stock, and we will need about 1 kilo. You can either use the chest part of the cow or the legs, and here is the leg. This is a piece of meat which here in Germany they usually use to cook stock. So you can see there are a bit of fat, a bit of lean meat, and a bone here. So here is really just the bone of cow. So we can have these as well. Now we can put in about 1 liter of cold water. Then our roasted onions. And 2 to 3 of peppercorns. These ones are from Turkey. Okay. And we're just going to bring this to boil. It depends on how much meat you have, and obviously how big your pot is. Here I have about 2.5 liter. Now our soup starts boiling. We turn the heat to low and just use a spoon to remove the worms and scums on top. These are like the blood in our meat. And if your meat is not very fresh, you get lots of them. So just remove them while cooking, so you get a clear soup later. So here is our soup, and we're just going to close the lid. After cooking for about 2 to 3 hours, let's have a look. Here is our cooked beef soup, and now we can add in our vegetables. You can see I cut them to smaller pieces, just easier to cook. So just put everything in. Now we're going to continue cook our beef soup for about 30 minutes. So once our soup starts boiling again, we can add a bit of salt, a bit of pepper, and a bit of nutmeg for seasoning. Let's just put some in. Pepper and our nutmeg. Now we can let it cook for another 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're going to remove all the vegetables, all the meat. For this recipe we will need 50 grams of butter, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of cream, 65 grams of flour, 3 tablespoons of bacon, 2 tablespoons of parmesan, a bit of salt and nutmeg for seasoning. Firstly, we're going to separate our eggs. Now beat our egg white until stiff. Now you can see our egg white turn to a hard peak. Then we can set it aside. Just beat up our butter until it's pale. Now we can add in our egg yolk. As our butter and the egg yolk are cooperated, we can add in a bit of salt and nutmeg for seasoning. Then we beat it again. Now we can add in our 2 tablespoons of cream. We can beat it again. I'm just going to add in our flour. Then we just try to beat this until it's completely cooperated with our lumps. Once it's done, we're going to gently add in our beaten egg white. So just a little bit first. So the first bit of egg white, just to loose our butter up, to make it more diluted. And later, the egg white just to make our butter a bit fluffier. So you can see. Now here is the consistency we want. So you still can see the volume in our butter tray. And lay a piece of baking sheet on top. Then we can put our butter on top, spread it out. We want our butter to be around 1 centimeter thick. Now we can take 3 tablespoons of bacon. And I'm just going to cut them a bit finer to fit on top of our pancake. Now we can just sprinkle our bacon on top of our butter. Just spread them out. Now we will need about 2 tablespoons of parmesan cheese. I'm just going to grind this over, just generously, about 2 tablespoons. And at the meanwhile, we're going to heat our oven up to 180 degrees Celsius. Now putting our pancake into the oven, and we're going to cook this for 20 minutes. Our pancake is ready. You can see it's getting solid. And we're going to cool this for a little bit. Then we can cut this to the desired shape you want. I'm going to cut this to a bit like a square, but you can cut it any shapes you like. So you can see I just cut them horizontally and try to keep them evenly. And now I'm just doing the side way, just trying to have the same size for all our pancakes. Now I'm just going to assemble our soup. So take about 1 to 2 cups of our cleared beef soup. Then we can take our pancakes. Depends on how many you like, you can just drop them in to the soup. Now here is the soup. You can see the pancakes are floating around on top of the soup, and it has bacon inside. Let's just try a bit of our soup. It's a really rich soup, has lots of beef inside and lots of vegetables, even though you can't see them because I took them out. Let's give it a try of our pancakes. It has a really fluffy texture, as well as a bit crunchy on the edges. And the bacon gives it a bit of salty and meaty taste. Hopefully you like my video and give me a thumbs up and leave your comments below. If you want to see more videos like this one, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.